Hi, I'm Christina. I'm an ordained animal chaplain, and today we're going to talk about anticipatory grief and planning for the best last days. Anticipatory grief is a feeling of loss or grief that occurs before the actual loss, but it has the same thoughts and feelings associated with it as you do with post-loss grief. And with anticipatory grief, you start thinking about all the things you didn't get to do and that you'll never get to do. You may feel angry that this is happening, at the vets for not knowing sooner, for not doing more, and at yourself for not knowing sooner and not doing more. And you are faced with an impossible decision. When do I say goodbye? All while you're watching them slowly go. I want you to know, yes, this is as hard as it feels like it is. This is a very difficult thing that you are going through. And I also want you to know that guilt is totally normal. It is a totally normal thing to feel right now. But please remember that all the love in the world, all the medical intervention in the world, cannot change the inevitable. And I know that's a very hard thing to hear. I do think, as someone who's worked in that med for so long, as someone who has seen so much loss, so much grief, so much instant, unexpected loss, I do think that there is a small silver lining with anticipatory grief, and that is that we know it's coming. And in that, we can plan for the best last days. You can create a bucket list for your pet. Think about, what do they enjoy? Where are places that they like to go? What are things that they like to do? Who are people that love them, that they love to see? What are maybe some food or treats or something yummy that they absolutely adore or that they've never tried before? You can get as creative as you'd like with this bucket list. For example, I know somebody whose dog loved riding in the car with the window down. That was his favorite thing. So she rented a convertible and went on a joyride with the top down, and he just got to feel all the wind in his fur and had the biggest smile on his face. And now that's a beautiful memory that she gets to live with hereafter. So I encourage you just to think of things like that. Maybe think of things that you enjoy that you would like to share with your pet. Could it be the sunset on the beach or the sunrise on the beach? Could it be the way the water reflects off the pond at your favorite park? Or the feeling of the wind in the trees as you walk through your favorite trail? Maybe there's trails your pet loves going on walks and they're still able to. Or if they're not, maybe there's a wagon or an accessible trail that you could still take them on. Of course, while you're planning this, do be aware of your pet's abilities and limitations. There's definitely things that maybe you wish that you could have done. And there's always going to be things we wish we could have done, right? But we do have to be aware of what is realistic for our pets right now and work with what you can do for them. Because you can still give them great days, no matter what level that looks like, what that may look like for where they're at in this stage of their life. And I want you to know, if you have planned to euthanize, if you have set a date, there's no wrong or right answer there. That's a difficult decision to make, but I do want you to know that it is okay to go out on a good day. Your pet doesn't have to be completely agonal and miserable for it to be okay to say goodbye. Your pet could still be walking and tail wagging or purring. Your pet could still have a good day, and it's okay for you to say goodbye on that day. You don't have to wait for it to be so bad that the choice is taken from you. Which leads us to planning for the days after, for yourself and for what you're going to need. When you're already experiencing grief and you're aware of how much this hurts, what this loss feels like, the way it's impacting you, you get a sense of what you are going to need when that loss becomes real, when you are living on the other side of saying goodbye to your friend. So start assessing your feelings and plan accordingly. You know yourself best. Believe it or not, it doesn't always feel that way, but you know what you need better than anybody else does. For some people, that might mean planning a trip, maybe just getting away for the weekend, just getting out of the house, getting out of that space that you shared with them, and just being in a totally different area where you're not constantly faced with the reality of that loss quite yet, and you can process it in a different area, in a different place, and feel ready when it is time to come home. It could mean planning projects. Maybe you've been needing to power wash the house, or maybe you've been needing to detail your car, or maybe you've been wanting to paint a room for so long now. Planning just something to keep your hands and your mind busy that might be beneficial for some people. And maybe it could be beneficial for you. Or maybe planning outings. Maybe going out to dinner with friends, or going to see a movie that you've wanted to see, or maybe going just out to have a good time. There's nothing wrong with that. If you are planning outings with other people, do let them know what you are going through, and let them know that you might need to take a minute here or there. There is nothing wrong with that. Throughout all of this, if you were planning to leave your house to find something else to devote your time and energy into, still allow space for you to step back and to grieve and to listen to your body and what it needs in that moment. And make sure you're doing it with people that understand and are willing to give you that, because you do deserve that. And then for other people, maybe you don't want to leave the house. Maybe you don't want to plan anything. Maybe you know what you need is to clear your schedule and to start nesting at home and just shutting off the world and being by yourself. And that is perfectly okay too. Most important thing to do is listen to your body and what you need. If you need to rest, you need to rest. And if you need to rest at home and clutch your pet's bed and all of their possessions, that is perfectly fine. If you need to go away and be so far from it that it doesn't have to feel so real, that is perfectly fine. But listen to your body and what you need. And because you're already going through this anticipatory grief, you're getting more attuned to what your body needs right now. So listen to your body right now as you are feeling these things. Do you need to rest? Do you need to do things? Do you need to just get out and away from it? It is perfectly fine. You can do those things. You can do whatever you need. You have permission to take care of yourself now and after. And throughout all of this, don't leave your pet out of the conversation. They are still here. They know how hard this is for you. They know what they're going through. They know what you're going through better than anybody else. That's part of what the bond we have with our pets, that's part of what makes it so special, is that they are just so attuned to us and we are attuned to them. Let them know how much you love them, how much their friendship is meant to you, and how much you're going to miss them, and how hard this decision is for you. Because they know, and they care, and they love you so much. Yet again, this is a very difficult thing that you are going through, but you are not alone, and you don't have to be alone. Find your support group. Who are people in your life that know and understand and will be there for you, for your pet? Who are people that love your pet and know that this is difficult? Find these people and surround yourself with them as needed, as you need to. And of course, you can always reach out to an animal chaplain. We are always here to listen, to help you make hard decisions, and to help you unpack what you're feeling. Know that you can always reach out to an animal chaplain for more assistance. And yet again, just know you are not alone.